Hello guys, welcome to Xbox On. While here at Gamescom, we've had the awesome opportunity to get very hands-on with Minecraft Dungeons, the brand new Minecraft game that's set to release sometime next year.
And here's everything that you are gonna want to know. Now, if you didn't already know, Minecraft Dungeons is a roguelike dungeon crawler. This is the first new game since joining the Xbox family of studios. So, of course, it will be coming to Xbox Game Pass both on PC and Xbox day one of release.
First up, while there aren't strict classes in the game, your character design is your own. There is what they've called an archetype system.
This means there are loose labels given to certain characters that help define their role, but it's still quite flexible.
We got to play a few variants of characters that were randomly rolled and each played in a very unique way.
We had a warrior-style character with a sword and some area of effect healing artifacts, and a rogue-style character with short-range daggers and a cool ability to let us cloak and hide, or get behind enemies for a sneak attack.
It looks like there are also tank-style setups alongside archers and another more secretive type.
We all know how you murder the bad guys in Minecraft, pretty much with just whatever is in your hand at the time.
Right trigger lets you loose a ranged attack on the enemies with your bow or crossbow, and the A button is your sword or melee attack.
If swords aren't your thing, you could try out a set of daggers or a hammer instead. And we're pretty sure that's only scratching the surface of the cool weapons you can find in this game.
The artifacts you equip can make these even cooler. At one point I had a crossbow with an artifact that meant I could fire off a huge firework shot for extra damage.
Each weapon can also be enchanted, giving it extra effects similar to the regular Minecraft.
These can include perks like looting and also some newer effects like my daggers connecting nearby enemies with a chain of damaging lightning when I hit them with a melee attack. It was quite cool.
Nice. Sometimes mob drop TNT blocks, which you can pick up and throw for huge explosions, as long as you don't mind maybe getting hit a little bit yourself.
These aren't the only new combat abilities either. You also have a dodge roll. It has a short cooldown, so you can't spam it everywhere, but it definitely makes it easier to get through some of the booby traps hanging around.
Now, we're not sure how it happened, but one of our characters even left a flaming trail when they rolled that damaged the enemies around it. Pretty rad.
And speaking of artifacts, here's what they are. Your character will have 3 slots to fill that are basically your skills. You fill these with artifacts from your inventory, and each artifact has its own purpose.
One we used spawned a golem to come and protect us from the big hordes of mobs. Another one was a totem that made a circle of healing for a small time to help you and your teammates. And another one was a sort of poison powder you could throw at enemies, dealing damage and stunning them.
So some of them add something just extra spicy to the weapons you already have, and others give you a whole new item. These can be switched out mid-game if you're not feeling the loadout you've started with.
Now, we're not quite sure how you combine new artifacts yet, but I, for one, know we can't wait to find out.
Now, when you're playing a dungeon crawler, one of the most important tools you have is your map.
Yes.
You need to find all the good loot and not get lost in the process.
In Minecraft Dungeons, you'll find this on your D-pad. Pressing once gives you a really handy see-through guide that shows you all the walls nearby, so you can see where you're heading in the right direction, as well as your markers for teammates and even nearby chests.
Holding down the button pulls up the full map, which has a lot more information, but does mean you can't see any of the game, and when you're playing as a team, you can't pause, so this might be a bit of a risky move.
If you do find yourself lost or separated from your friend, there's a handy ender pearl item that lets you teleport to any teammate in your game.
And as we'll see in a minute, teamwork is pretty important. The mobs you know and love are back. We battled spiders, endermen, skeletons, and more in this level, and then we didn't see any creepers, we're sure they're also hanging around somewhere waiting to explode.
Some of them even have upgraded attacks, like the spider that now slings out a sticky web, sticking you to the ground for a few seconds if it happens to land on you.
Endermen are like mini-bosses, and you'll find them at certain points during a run, and there are some brand new mobs to battle as well.
There's a quick-moving, teleporting wraith with a blue fire attack, a necromancer, and of course, the nameless one we fought at the end, with lots of other surprises still in store.
And while not strictly an enemy, we absolutely had to mention the little loot pig we caught running around, which burst into emeralds when we caught it. So cute!
During your dungeon adventure, you might find armor or weapon drops, and when you collect them, they'll pop into your inventory.
From here, you can enchant them at a cost and make them more useful, or you can salvage them and get some materials back.
If you salvage, you do get your enchantment levels back, so don't feel like you've wasted anything at all. And there's also an undo button if you've salvaged something by accident, which I'm definitely going to do multiple times.
You can mess with all of your gear outside of the dungeon runs in the communal areas if you'd rather wait till you're out of danger too. And you'll always be on that chase for the best higher level gear.
Some gear will drop with unique enchantments as well, so you never know what you're gonna get.
You can play solo or with friends and still have a bundle of fun. With friends, you can coordinate your attacks and help each other out, but if you fancy a bit of a challenge, solo is also very viable.
You'll definitely have to keep an eye on your health more when solo, as there's no one around to help you out of sticky situations if you jump into the horde with all your artifacts on cooldown.
It's a Benny move, that is.
Oh, absolutely.
Teamwork definitely makes the whole thing very fun, especially when you coordinate all your abilities to help each other out.
Even just paying attention to your teammates' health bars so you can throw down a healing totem, or seeing that they're stuck in a spider web and using an artifact that stuns or pushes back the enemies to let them recover.
You can revive your teammates if they push themselves too hard, and as we mentioned earlier, you can teleport to them too if you get a little bit lost.
It's very intense, yet still very fun.
It manages to really feel like a fresh Minecraft experience with a focused objective twist, using all those familiar objects you know and love, and throwing some brand new ones into the mix too.
All in all, we promise you this is the Minecraft you know and love turned up to 11.
If you love the Minecraft universe and want a brand new challenge, this looks set to be a great way to do that, especially if you're new to dungeon crawler style games, but don't underestimate it.
It will be coming to Xbox and Windows 10 next year, so keep your eyes peeled for more information right here on Xbox On.
Thank you very much for watching, guys, and don't forget to check out our streams on mixer.com/XboxOn, where we play Minecraft and a bunch of other awesome games on Xbox every single weekday.
Leave us a sub and a like if you enjoyed, and we will see you next time.
Bye!